Hi, this is Teresa Widdowson, and I'm here at the South Valley Civic Theater in Morgan Hill, and I'm going to be talking to the director and some of the cast members with the new play that's going on here, Anything Goes. So I'm here now with Janelle Cummings, who is the director of Anything Goes. So hi Janelle, thank you for meeting with me today, appreciate it.
Thank you.
I know you're busy because it starts really soon, and I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule. You got cast members hanging on, waiting for us to finish so they can come and rehearse and
Yes.
get the lighting and everything. So what is Anything Goes? What's without giving any of the juicy parts away, can you tell the audience a little bit about it?
I guess I would call it a kind of a romantic, love-tangled comedy show. It happens at sea on the ship, and all the people who showed up with their prospective partners end up falling in love with someone else, kind of.
Like Love Boat, but nobody ends up with who they came in with.
A little bit.
Although that happened on Love Boat sometimes too, actually.
Yeah.
And I know that we don't want to give away the whole set, but behind us is just a little sneak peek of the ship, part of the ship, right?
Yes.
And we are going to later get to see the set change, I hear. Is that right?
Part of it.
Part of the set.
Move.
Again, don't want to give all of it away, but yeah, a little bit of that. And so is it all comedy, or is there drama or horror or anything like that involved in it?
No horror, little bit of drama, but mostly it's just comedy.
Like slapstick kind of stuff? Or?
Not quite slapstick, but
So
yeah.
nobody falls down the ship stairs?
No, nothing
Okay,
like that.
that's good. Don't want any injuries or
Yeah.
anything like that. So how did you're the director, right?
Yes.
And how did you get involved in the production?
I have been working with SVCT in the past for a few years, various ways of having my own children in the cast. I have directed another show a few years ago, and I have stage managed quite a bit. And so as they came around and asked me to direct this show.
Now, somebody told me earlier that the stage manager is the boss. Is that right?
Once we get in the theater.
They're the boss. You have to pay attention to what they say. So you said you had some family members. I know Andrew Cummings, right? He was in The King and I.
Yes.
Or he's not in it, but he directed
directed
The King
that
and I,
one.
right? Because I interviewed him on one of our previous Arts
Yeah.
in Morgan Hill shows, and he was really
So he
interesting.
actually is the one that has designed the whole entire set.
Oh,
So he's still
interesting.
involved in this show, even though he's at Berkeley.
So he's behind the scenes in this
Yes.
show rather
Yeah.
than. So which one got interested first, you or him?
Probably Andrew as a child, because he's had the love of performing in the theater. And so we had come to this one point where we were somewhere and there was no one to take up directing. And so I said, well, I'll step in and try to learn that. And so then over time, I have not only Andrew, but 3 other sons. And so we're all involved in theater as they've all grown up.
And you guys live here in Morgan Hill,
Yes,
right?
we do.
So isn't this theater great?
It is.
I
It's
mean,
really nice to
how long
have
has it been
something.
here now? Like 5 years or so?
I would
Hasn't
have
been-
no idea.
Yeah, I just remember when they built it, and I'm like, oh, this is fantastic. Really nice theater. So, so you're directing it. What do you think now that you've done a few? I guess you enjoy it, or you wouldn't continue, huh?
Yeah, I do. It's a lot of fun to see something grow and see some of these kids that are in the production and in the cast learn so much over the course of even just one show. And so that's what I really enjoy. I enjoy taking wherever they're at and kind of seeing them progress to something. So it's really neat.
So do you come in with a vision? Do you help, with the vision of the stage decoration or the wardrobe, or is it more just focused on directing the actors to get the best performance out of them?
That's mainly how I do it, but I think it's partly because I have a great team behind me. And so if I have a good team and I can trust my other team members to pull their part, then I can concentrate on that. So for instance, Andrew did design the set, and so I was confident that that would be done without me having to do it myself. And then you have a musical director, and you have somebody that's handling costumes, and you have a choreographer, and so you work in conjunction with all of these people to try to pull off your vision.
So what was the first play? Was it a play, the first thing that you directed?
Yes, it was a play, but I would have no idea what it was named.
Well, let me make
It was a
easy.
few years ago. It
Well,
was
let me-
about, it was like 10, 12 years ago.
Oh, yeah. So what do you do differently now than you did when you first started? You know, what have you learned to do either better or differently or?
A lot of what you learn to do differently is how to pull something out of somebody when they're just not cooperating. And then you do learn a lot based on your stage and your set design and how to make everything flow together.
Do you have one little tip that you could give me on how to get someone to cooperate? Because I could use that. I teach, and I could really use that tip.
It's totally individual, and I'm sure you do the same thing. You go home and go, okay, this tactic didn't work and that tactic didn't work. Tomorrow I'm going to try this.
Right.
So
Any favorite moments?
there are quite a few favorite moments. One of them the other night, and I don't want to give this one away, but the other night during rehearsal actually made me laugh so hard I was crying. So there are quite a few moments like that because there's some interesting characters amongst those that are on the ship.
Well, that's when you know you have the timing and everything right? When
Yeah.
when you even who know that's what's coming
Yes,
can't help but laugh.
yes.
That's great. So we're going to meet a couple of the cast members, the two female leads, right? And,
Yes.
And who are they?
Saskia Winkhausen and Rebecca Enderhees.
All right. Well, let's cut over to a visit with them. Hi. Well, I'm back here, and I'm with Saskia, Rebecca, and of course you remember Janelle. So, guys, thank you so much for taking time out of the practice and the rehearsal to come and talk to me.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, Saskia, can you tell me a little bit about the part that you play? Who is that?
Well, I play Reno Sweeney, and she's a nightclub singer, but she's a former evangelist, which is part of the joke. And but she's kind of a loose woman. But while on this ship, she falls in love with someone and decides that he's Mr. Right and all that good stuff.
So, does she come on the ship with a different man, or does she come on by herself? Or, well, I don't know, how much do I want to give away here? Is that too much?
No, I
okay.
think she comes on with her best friend, and then but as time goes on, she meets this other guy, and yeah, it becomes very exciting love adventure.
And Rebecca, who do you play in the
I
play?
play Hope Harcourt, and she is
A debutante.
a debutante. And she is engaged to marry a rich young man. But as the play progresses, you find a funny love square, I guess. And yeah, you have to come see the show.
Funny Love Square.
Yes.
And now, Janelle, were you involved in the casting of the actors?
Yes, I was.
And so you chose these two ladies?
Of course, because they're beautiful and talented.
And so what got you guys interested in this specific play here in Morgan Hill?
I had been in a previous SVCT production, and I just loved it. The community here, the sense of family that you get from being in these shows is absolutely incredible. Different from any other theater I've been involved with. And so I was just really excited to just come back and make new friends and do another SVCT show.
Ah, that's great to hear. And what about you?
Well, I also I've done 2 SVCT shows in the past, and I have friends who keep coming back and doing more shows because, like Rebecca says, you get a big sense of family and you want to see them again. But also, we love theater, and so we go out for the community theater, and I think a lot of me and my fellow actors, we make an effort to be, here in the community because it's so much fun for us, and yeah, it's not hard to come back.
Do you both live in Morgan Hill?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Oh, well, we have such a pool of talent here. I have to remember that for future movies. And so, is this the part that you wanted?
Yeah, it's exactly the part I wanted, actually. I was totally thrilled and totally surprised when I saw the cast list, but it was very exciting.
And what about you?
Same, absolutely the same.
So you got the part that you came in and you tried out for that specific part, or did you try out for multiple roles, just in case?
I said any role is fine as long as, I'd love to be part of the production in any role, but it's especially exciting to get to play such a fun character.
Same. Same.
So do you have plans to go on to bigger and better theater things, in your life, move to New York or, eventually, or what are your long-term plans? Anything to do with theater?
Yeah, I'm looking to major in theater in college, and hopefully go somewhere with that. You never know. Maybe move to New York.
L.A. or is it New York or
New
L.A.?
York. I definitely would go for Broadway. That's definitely my thing.
Do you want to do plays or musicals or both?
Musicals. I'm not so much a play person.
And what about you?
Exactly the same. I want to major in theater in university, and I love musicals and I love plays too. And I just know that I want to do something in performing arts. You know, whether that's more music based or if it's more play based. But I love it all.
Hi, well, I'm back here again with Saskia and Rebecca. Janelle had, gee whiz, you know, things to do. They have a production that's going on, so we let her off the hook, and I'm still talking to Saskia and Rebecca. So, what grade are you guys in?
I'm a junior, and
I'm a senior in high school.
And so, have you always done, I know you're young, but, you know, have you done theater for a long time?
yeah, for a very long time. I think first play was like first grade, and I've just kept doing it ever since.
And what about you?
I started theater in 6th grade when I moved to California. My first show was Annie. That was fun.
My first show was Annie as well.
Ooh, small world. So which part did you play in Annie?
I was Duffy, one of Annie's friends.
Me too.
Oh, that's just creepy. Small world. Oh my goodness, that's just crazy. And so, that was a singing part because Annie, it all sings all the way through, right?
Yeah, just, you know, we sing those songs that the orphans sing. It's been a very long time now, but since I've seen it, but you know.
After this, what's your plan? Is you have another play in the works, another musical coming up? Anything already in the line?
Yeah, I'm in Thoroughly Modern Millie right now, which is my high school musical, and I'm playing Muzzy, which is another star character who thinks she's a star. I mean, she is a star, but and I don't know, I tend to get those roles a lot, kind of the loose woman who thinks she's a star. So
Like Cat on a Hot Tin Roof.
yeah,
right?
yes.
I'm in Aida right now at my high school. I'm in the ensemble, which is absolutely fun. I enjoy it.
So do you sing? You both sing, obviously.
Yeah.
Do you sing in other things like choirs or anything else?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, besides just singing constantly at home to whatever, I am in a kind of a vocal ensemble at my school, which is fun, and yeah.
I'm in the Bellarmine Notre Dame High School Performance Choir, and we just perform at random events at both of our schools, and then I also sing in my church choir.
Oh, that's wonderful. What's your favorite moment in the play? Is it something that you can, you know, not give away anything, but some line that you love to say, or some event, anything like that that was like your favorite moment?
I think I enjoy a lot of the ensemble numbers where we're all on stage dancing. They're definitely very funny. Yeah, that's, yep.
And what about you?
Well, there are some things that, like my sister who's in the ensemble in the show was saying the other day, that this show is really just as much fun for the actors and actresses on stage as it is for the people watching it. So there are some songs that we choreographed and we laughed a lot and had a really good time, like, I don't know, Let's Step Out or Blow Gabriel Blow. So I have really good memories of that. But yeah, and those are always really fun because I like those songs, and we had such a fun time, you know, putting them together.
So if you could play one part in your, your dream part in your dream musical, what would it be?
I think I'd want to play Judas in Jesus Christ Superstar, which is a weird choice, I know, but that's an awesome musical, and I love that musical.
That is an awesome musical.
I think I'd like to play Elle in Legally Blonde, even though I'm not blonde.
Hey, they have wigs.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
I think you'd be good at that.
I think that would definitely be one of my top choices.
So what could you say, look into the camera and tell the audience why they should come and see Anything Goes? Just make them want to come see it.
It's a fantastic production put on by a great group of kids.
Yeah, and we had so much fun doing it that I think that's going to come through to the audience, so you should come and see it. And it's got great music, and it's from a different era, so that makes it more exciting and more fun, and I think you'll like it.
Hi, this is Teresa Widdowson. I'm back now with some of the male cast for Anything Goes. And I've got with me here Matthew, Taylor, and Oscar. Hi guys, thanks so much for taking
Hi.
time to be with me.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Welcome.
So, Matthew, tell me a little bit, what's the role that you play?
I play Moonface Martin. He's kind of a silly character. He comes on as this big gangster guy, but you later find out that he's really, really silly, and he does a lot of ridiculous things throughout the play.
So he's not as hard-nosed as you think he is when you first meet him? huh?
No, not at all.
Is he like one of those people that they look really rough, and then when you get to know them, it's like they call him a big teddy bear or whatever, but they look all rough and tough?
Well, he's kind of like that, but I don't know. I feel like a teddy bear would be an understatement because he's just, he's ridiculous. You'll have to come see the show.
What about you, Taylor? Who do you play?
Okay, I play Billy Crocker, who's basically just like a stockbroker in Wall Street on a cruise ship. And so he falls in love with a fiance, this guy right here. And
Now, don't give away too much.
no, that's it. That's all I'm gonna give away.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. Yeah, he's just, I guess he's kind of like an overly confident kind of guy who just thinks he can get with anyone. And I don't know, he's a really fun character to play.
And is he right? Can he get with anybody?
He tries. It kind of works out in the end, but I don't
And Oscar, what about you? Who do you play?
I play Sir Evelyn Oakley. He's a wealthy British lord. He's he can be very stuck-up kind of guy. He's a very serious, very stiff guy, but he loosens up as he meets the girl who he falls for later on. There's one musical number that really loosens him up. It's really funny to see him. I have a lot of really comedic lines in the entire play.
And so, do you guys? I don't know what the costumes are like, but are the costumes a little crazy, or are they just kind of toned down? What are they?
They're really crazy. Actually, between us, we have
Yeah.
how many costumes? Like
I've got like 5 or 6.
at least, yeah.
But like the
Because
basic,
they change throughout the show. Like I change my identities, and same here with him. We always just change who we are, and we have disguises and stuff throughout the show.
It's very interesting.
And what about you, Oscar? You
And
same thing?
I'm mostly in a he's a very he's a wealthy guy, so he's a very he's a well-dressed guy. He stays well-dressed the entire time, except there's one scene where you see more of him you like.
Oh, well, that ought to entice people to come.
It's one of my favorite scenes. It's a really funny scene.
So is this like, I know you guys probably don't watch this, but on the runway shows, they go back in the back and everybody's throwing their clothes off and putting another piece of clothing on and then running out back onto the
Yeah.
walkway? Is it like that?
There's definitely going to be some quick changes where we have to run backstage and try and take off and put on clothes in like 2 minutes, like really fast.
Yeah. Definitely.
And what do you guys, you sing, obviously, so what is the tenor, bass?
Dave is a tenor.
Everybody's
Yeah.
a tenor?
No, their basses.
We were put as basses.
Oh, yeah.
Basses?
During the chorus parts,
Yeah.
because we can sing bass. I don't know if we're actually bass, but yeah, during the chorus parts, he places us as the bass section of the group.
So you all sing and dance in this, right? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you enjoy dancing? You enjoy the musical dance numbers, or?
Yeah.
There are a lot of musical numbers. There's a lot of dances in it, and they're really fun. We had a lot of fun producing them, getting
Yeah.
together, especially the solo acts. There's his song and my song. I think they're really, really funny.
The music's just really fun too. It's 30s upbeat kind of music. It's just it's really easy to dance to too. This is a really good time.
High energetic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
very.
Very silly too.
Yeah.
Do you see the birth of rap in any of this music?
No. Not even.
There
a-
was
Oh!
people blow.
Yeah,
There actually
there's
is
that
one part where we're chanting during the song, but
call it rap? I mean, it's
the musical director.
It does
called rap.
rhyme.
Yeah.
It does
It does
rhyme
rhyme.
pretty well.
Oh, see?
Yeah.
The birth of rap. You just found it. And what year is this supposed to be in?
It's mid-30s, maybe
Mid-30s,
40s.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at that. 1930s?
Yeah.
And rap is born. So you have any favorite moments?
Oh yeah.
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 Well, let's hear. Well, without giving anything away. I
Yeah,
know I
that's
keep
true.
saying that, but I don't want to.
I have.
want people to come see it.
There's 2 words I'm gonna say, and they're gonna sound very silly. You have to see the show to actually understand what it's hot pants. That's the one thing I'm gonna say. That's it.
Same here. I think that's my favorite moment too.
Taylor, anything?
I don't want to give. It's like
yeah,
giving
it's
it
hard
away.
to
I
not give
know.
it away because
Well-
one of my favorite moments is my song, but I'm not gonna tell what my song's
Well,
about.
we won't. We don't want. Well, that should give enough mystery, for the audience to really want to come out and see this. What have you done before? What was? How long have you been doing it?
Well, I've been doing theater ever since I can remember, because my mom has always been doing plays at my church, and if it's not a play at church, it's a play at school, and if it's not a play at school, it's SVCT. Well, I've done, I think this is my 5th or 6th SVCT show I've done, but ever since I was probably 4, I've been doing plays at my church.
And how old are you now?
I'm 16,
So you're a
junior.
junior. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And what about you, Taylor?
Well, this is my first SVCT show, but I've been doing plays since probably like 3rd or 4th grade. So I've done plays with my church, with Gavilan College Star, and my school, Sobrato.
Oh, so you're a Sobrato kid.
Yeah.
And are you a junior as well?
Yes.
And what about you, Oscar?
This is actually only my 2nd play ever.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah. I was Earthquake Magoon in Little Admiral last year, and this is my 2nd one. I decided to stay with SVCT. I heard about the auditions. I was like, okay. I'll try it out again, because I really did like it the first time. I'm not a very experienced actor, but they tell me I'm pretty good.
Well, I guess they like you because
Yeah.
you've got the part. And you're continuing your studies at
Yeah.
Gav, right, in theater. So that's great.
Well, I'm actually not a theater major. I'm
Oh, you're
actually
not?
majoring in political science.
Well, that was my next question.
Mhm.
So what are you going to go
I'm
do in
actu-
your life?
I'm actually looking at, I do want to become a politician when I grow up. I'm looking at a degree in international relations. I want to go through the Marine Corps' NRTC program, so military man. And my dream is to be Secretary of Defense.
Wow, that's a great dream.
Wow.
So this is your kind of a hobby, right?
Yeah, it's something I like to do, one of my many hobbies.
Yeah. Well, this is a good hobby to have get completely away from your normal day-to-day routine, right, and be
Mhm.
anybody you want to and get
Yeah.
away with it. What about you, Taylor? What do you want to be?
Well, I would love to pursue acting, but it's kind of risky, So my backup plan is maybe to be a paramedic/firefighter and maybe pursue that after college.
Yeah, all these civic-minded, guys. That's awesome. I just wanted to grow up to be, I don't know, clerk. No, I don't know what I'm cutting at. Got it. I was going to say a bride, but I'm like, no, I never had any goal to do that. Okay, sorry. And so, what about
Okay.
you?
I'm kind of like him. I don't want to become like a paramedic or a firefighter, but I think it would be like a dream job to get into Broadway and go into theater and actually major in it. But I feel like it'd be too risky, and so I'm not going into it. But I actually have no idea what I'm going into. All I know is it has to do something with math, because that's the only thing I like at school.
Wow, that's good. Well, they say that a lot of people that are arts-minded are also good in math a lot of times. I'm not sure, something about the synapses in your brain cross there.
Creativity, most
Make
likely.
stuff up. I have no idea why, but it sounds good to me. So do you have plans for your next play, something else you're going to do next? Any goals?
Well, at my school, Live Oak, they are doing Footloose right now, and I actually wanted to be in it, but doing this, I didn't have enough time with homework and other stuff. So I'm actually just going to tack for it and be like behind the scenes. for
Doesn't
it.
require as much rehearsal and
Not-
all that
not
stuff.
as
Right,
much.
yeah. What about you, Taylor?
I don't have anything planned right now for any place, but I'd love to do something over the summer, or maybe audition for SVCT's next show, which I don't know if I'm allowed to say the title or anything. Oh, okay. It's
Yeah.
called Curtains.
Curtains?
And yeah, there's a couple teen roles, so I might audition for that, which I think is like next week.
Oh, wow,
So,
already.
yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Now, Oscar?
I have a generally busy schedule. I'm a senior now, so I'm getting ready to go off, go to university, San Diego, hopefully. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do anything else like in the future. Maybe. I'm not too sure yet.
Well, so I just want to emphasize that, you guys are young, and I don't want to put words in the mouth of your parents because I don't want them to beat me up later. But, you're young. If you're going to take a risk, you should do it now. Don't give up your dreams. Don't give up your dreams. Okay. So anyway, I really appreciate it. Is there any last words you want to tell the audience about the show?
I think if you come and see the show, you're definitely going to be surprised. It's not a regular musical show.
Not
it's
at all.
very comedic and funny.
Yeah.
Come to this show if you want to see me disguised as a woman. I'm not going to say why I'm disguised as a woman or what I'm doing in that, but you'll definitely see that if you come to the show. So, if that's any motivation.
You guys come to the show. I think it's a really good show. A lot of good music, a lot of really great acting. I think we have some very good leads, very good ensemble. That's it, pretty much.
Well, hey, why don't we bring up Janelle and
Terry.
Rebecca and Terry, the producer. Well, I'm here now with everyone that is involved that's here available. Anyway, you know, everybody's off practicing, most of them, but these great guys took time out of their schedule to spend some time with me. We've got Matthew, Taylor, Oscar, Terry, Janelle, Rebecca, and oh my God, tell me again.
Saskia.
Saskia. And so I really appreciate it, all their help. And Terry, do you want to say a few words about this? She's the producer, by the way. You want to say a few words?
Come see the show. You are going to be amazed with the music, the dancing, and the teens.
So thank you so much. We'll see you guys on the next Arts in Morgan Hill.